Hello, greetings. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, Ex-Shia. Too much dirty politics going on, and now I need to talk about this. I'm concerned about Abdullah Samir, the positive thing on Christians, and the reason why it's for members only. The ex-Muslims working with Christians. 5 reasons why we do this. Yeah, Abdullah Samir can do this, but I can't do this. I had a very bad experience with the ex-Muslims who have converted to Christianity. Sorry. Adam Seeker, and then Sam Shaman also, and with the ex-Muslims like Holy Humanist who hasn't converted to Christianity. I don't know what the case is or what they're trying to do with me. So this maybe some of them would like to protect me and not have many followers, that I shouldn't have many followers because they could get after me if I get famous here. I can understand that. And being in a Muslim country, taking the risk to do this, to even help my country, I took the risk. So I thought maybe they'll see. Salahuddin came from Saudi Arabia. He said he was from, and I believed him. And so he understood, and but didn't leave the religion. So I don't know what. So I was on live now with on not with, sorry, interview with Danny Burmawi. Sorry if I've mispronounced his name, of Project X. So seeing Houston Euler there also, like and so I did manage to put a comment there. But I'm quite scared of the Christians. Quite wary. Like their way is bullying type, and a lot of mockery and all this. So, anyways, from Abdullah Samir, I found out that Aladdin, right? I said this in my previous live stream. Uh, I don't know if sometimes I do suspect that Shias are behind this also, and I can't rest. I was resting, and there's something on my chest going on. Uh, so this also, I can't prepare for what I want to come here properly now. Recently, even more so. So please bear with me if you can. I don't know what this is really. What politics is going on? Dirty. Now I got involved in because I was a member just a few, perhaps pennies. Oh, sorry, cents. Canadian. Just again, Abdullah Samir, sorry, can't be a member every month. All this, I don't know what dirty politics, even the Shias behind the scenes are playing with me emotionally and all this, and I could see myself going towards the Ismaili Imam. But please, the thing is that if you want to, I suggest that I know that many Christians have maybe apologetic Christian prince like type have converted. They have helped Muslims to leave Islam but converted them, okay, to a lesser evil because Jesus Christ, since he was a false Messiah, according to my findings here, this makes him look at this. Otherwise, Christians still they themselves don't read it in the true light, the true context, and tell others. Even now, as I was saying, someone mentioned the person who mentioned interviewed by Abdullah Samir now live mentioned that. the reason why Islam was violent, and the reason why the leader wanted to kill those who criticized him, Prophet Muhammad, and all this. So I was saying that even Jesus Christ, I brought that out, right? Jesus, and he's a Protestant now, an ex-Muslim. So my mission was to like okay, I'm grateful. Like it's good to see that the Christians have converted. Oh, sorry, um, made the Muslims leave Islam, but they have. But it's not good to see that they have converted them to Christianity. So please keep in mind, no politics, right? Just after the truth. We're after the truth. I was a I was a Shia. Now I'm a ex-Shia, former Shia, former Muslim. Please keep in mind. I don't know. I really don't know what dirty politics is going on. And so I liked. I read a little bit on Ismaili Islam, and then I really liked the Aga Khan the Fourth, and I wish I had. If this religion was true, if I found Ismaili Islam true, though it's really good, but the great grandfather was Prophet Muhammad was not at all so good. So if you agree to, since they agree to what Prophet Muhammad and Islam and this and that, and they can change their religion because Allah promises them the change to the believers and the righteous. Surah 24, ayah 33. So then, but before that, they don't see it or what. That I cannot agree to. The Tawheed I worked out, Imam Ali is like, I cannot agree to the Shahada uh, of the Muslims. I cannot agree to because no person, no Muslim can bear witness to Allah. They can at least say that we believe in the Lord and all this, but bearing witness to even the Lord, I don't think I'll be able to do that unless I'm Lord or God realized all the time, like every moment of my life, like God. So a God, to bear witness to that God who is the bearer witness of everything at every moment wasn't making sense to me. Even when I was a Shia and reading my dua books, sorry, from my dua books, the duas, and when it came, there was a moment I can't explain why, what was my fear. It was like, I can't bear witness to Allah. That Allah, who we don't even know is beyond creation for us, who's not even energy. Although the Sunnis were blaming us for what? Associating with Allah. But like for us to associate anyone with Allah on that level where Allah is beyond his creation. And so anyways, I didn't do much, go deeper into it. And then you find out that even the Shias would be like they are, the Quran does associate with Allah, Prophet Muhammad, and the believers in Surah Maida 55. So it doesn't make sense. Right? It doesn't go logically. And for the polytheists, it would make sense, right? Since against it's also there are two Quran ayats, I think, in Surah Nisa, the same surah. Allah says that He will not forgive shirk, and that's like associating anyone with Him, not even like attributing. Attributing is different than associating anyone with Allah. And then we see that he does it himself in Surah Maida 55. And then in Surah Takwir ayat, the is with the Lord secure. He does it again to the Rasul Kareem, possessor of power with the Lord of the throne, meaning Allah, secure. And then we find every step, then, many, many contradictions. Now, so I said, right, just the previous live stream, that due to Abdullah Samir's members only video on this against what apostate Aladdin has said, he's what do you call that? Taken a kind of a what do you see, words are not coming to me. I think I'm very in whatever I am, and oh, oh, that asking if Christians should collaborate with ex-Muslims. Now stuck on this. So for my own health, and it's not that what Abdullah Samir said, uh, that why should we go into this? Well, the ex-Muslims would be going into this, right? Since the Christians are helping them leave Islam and uh, accept Christianity. So we need to know what the truth is, and how can we go into Christianity by just hearing that Islam is wrong? And they won't even allow some of them, like Christian Prince and Rob Christian, the Muslims, to question Jesus. They would say you're just you're you're going away, you're not focused on the topic and this and that, right? So so I've seen some Christians break Muslims and then take them. uh this also I don't like. Please, okay, if you don't see, Christians have a very strong group. They're very strong in missionary work. They've been doing it in India, colonial times also, right? And they can also, like, they are very clever, cunning, calculating, scheming in that, right? In missionary work, they can do great works and help out. And they could be sincere also in that, but like, try to convert you. God has somehow it's like it's flabbergasting. See how a devil wins. I'm sorry, I have to call you that. In good works also. So don't think because you're healed here or healed by this Christian that, oh no, Muslim came. No one, even from the secular or spiritual side, no one came. Even from India, no one came to help me. It was the Christians who helped me monetarily, this way, spiritually, and I got healed. Jesus came in my dream and I got healed. Or a Christian came and I got and healed me and took care of me and gave me money and gave me housing and gave me shelter. So they're very good at this. They've been doing it for a very long time, converting missionary work. See, I hope this helps, but if you're weakened, then I cannot blame you Muslims. Right? Or even ex-Muslims, right? So many Iranians leaving Islam and becoming Christians rather than atheists, like Armin Navabi helping them. Due to Armin Navabi, many Iranians have left, but he's an atheist until I have known him, until like I, you know, left him. He was an atheist then, don't know afterwards. But the Iranians are converting to Some are saying Jesus Christ came in their dream and all this, and they're converting to Christianity after leaving Islam, Shia Islam. Because I know that a majority of Iranian Muslims are Shias. The majority they're living in majority Islam. And, this is something. Uh, although Army Nawabi helped the Iranians to leave, he did a lot of work. He started this. So this, if you're after the truth now, you see the Christians the way they interpret this, and they're going to keep telling me that I'm wrong in this. I've not read it in context, but they have not read it in context or not read Zechariah 9 fully. You see that Jesus Christ did not fulfill the entire prophecy of Zechariah. So this is the problem, and then that's why they don't read it in context properly. In Luke 19, 27, this means that the king, the Messiah, or but those enemies, he's the one who's saying, those enemies of mine who did not want me to be king over them, bring them here and kill them in front of me. And they're saying Jesus Christ did not say this, because the Bible itself has contradictions, right? If they say Jesus Christ preached and practiced peace. So this, how to, so I tried my best, right, to tell them that the king, he's not cruel. Where does in Zechariah, like, so kill them, kill my, I've done this and I've even forgotten, just recently I've done this. So my mission is to help the ex-Muslims not embrace another religion, because it's not true. So I found out in a shortcut that Jesus Christ is not the true Messiah. He can't even be called a priest, a rabbi, right? Through these verses in the Bible. So is your okay? There are Christians who have become very arrogant here on YouTube, and they're making fun and all this. And sometimes, yeah, like Houston Euler played on my emotions and all this. So it kind of, I don't feel like talking against Prophet Muhammad anymore to the Christians, especially, right? It kind of, so I think there's something behind that. I'm afraid I can't. Are they the Muslims, or even maybe it's not Christians who are doing this, but it could be that the Muslims themselves trying to make me realize, in a way, coming as Christians could be, I suspect, right? Uh, making me like, okay, now they've made me like, I don't want to talk much against Prophet Muhammad. And so a very good manipulation, maneuvering scheme. Like going to I, I could see that I wasn't welcome much, like the ex-Muslim Ahmad. So they've done a very good like planning, ex-Muslim, but Ahmad David, Christian, right? So what they've done, like even calling Muslims in the beginning, Christian Prince was also calling these Muslims Mutta, sons of Mutta. I mean, they don't know, they know Christian Prince believes he knows everything, but sometimes he goes out of context, calling Muslims sons of Mutta, and there must be a thing behind it. So they realized that the Prophet used to practice this and then canceled it. And Umar or whatever, whoever, sorry, whatever, not a whatever, whoever canceled it and whatever was behind this canceling. But all Muslims are sons of Mutta, make them realize something. The Shias are not wrong. Even ex-Muslim Ahmad doing that about the Mutta. Instead, if you call them sons of Nikah, that would be even worse than calling them sons of Mutta after finding out the true meaning of Nikah, the original meaning, from these Christians like CP and Rob Christian or ex-Muslim Ahmad, right? Converted to Christianity. So they should have, they're more, should have been more intelligent. But some things kind of go towards Shia Islam. Oh, it is, sorry, excuse me, such a, oh, 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 such a clever scheming game played. You know, calling a Muslim the son of a nikah is worse than calling them sons of mutar or son of a mutar. Like, what if a Christian comes here and I call them sons of bastards, right? Illegitimate son, a liar son of God. How would they feel? So I kind of have these, I don't know, Houston user now, being there also at Abdullah Samir's Mr. and Mrs. Ex-Muslim Jana live streams and all. Very, something very fishy going on against me. So, no, this Prophet Muhammad, I mean, this is a lie. This Christianity. So keep on the truth. Keep to the truth. Please do your own research. You see, I know it's a sick religion. It's so sick that I sometimes felt so sick. I cannot tell you, thinking that I want to become an Ismaili, and then getting that, forgetting, and then remembering what I've just done. No way, Zara. Like, the feelings, the adoration, the love for Imam Hussein. I had to put all these things, my heart aside, right? Even now, listening to a Noha, it was pulling, I felt like crying. Emotion. Keeping my emotions aside is very difficult, but I have to do that. And then you can't expect me not to get angry when I feel so betrayed and my emotions still running on this religion, Shia Islam or Ismaili. The Imam, like, I was like, the Ismaili Imam, adorable, peaceful, progressive. And I was saying, if anything, I would, after reading I would have their material, I would have become an Ismaili rather than a Christian. You see, the Christians who terrible behavior makes you want to hate Christ and Christianity without even doing a research or anything. You want to say, "Khalli wali kit." I hate these Christians. I hate, and they're the ones representing Christianity. Or did they do this so they could get two birds, one stone? Maybe I should closely examine the Shia uh, arguing with, debating with Christian friends, or maybe when I suspect he would allow, and he would be very nice, my friend. But some Muslims would say, you son of muta, potato, and finish, cut them off. Uh, some of them he would go with them for 2 hours. You wasted my time. But he wouldn't even like. He would just say, "My friend." He would laugh and everything. I know he doesn't abuse like I would start abusing in my madness, but that's another. So there's a lot of I feel dirty politics. Suspect. I suspect through my experience, uh, and so I really wanted Rita. That's what when I was wanting to practice being an advocate lawyer in Pakistan, Karachi. They told me that you will not last. There are lawyers who, these good lawyers, they're like Christian princess, with your kind of, you will not be able to convert. So these Christians are going to win. You will not be able to make Muslims leave Islam. And Muslims have, I should also blame, no, I should blame the Shias more than the Sunnis. We already know about the Sunnis, but as Shia, and we never said anything, but we all know what. And, so their hadiths and all that they take, we don't take, even if it's Prophet Muhammad's hadith. And the things they have narration from, so those are narrations, not so. But what Prophet Muhammad said to Aisha and this and that. Okay, so they have many ridiculous, many contradictions in the hadiths also. Now, Shias also have this interpolation contradiction, but Sunnis have more of ridiculousness. Anyways, my personal thing was that I don't want to get too much into politics, dirty politics. But when, before even searching out ex-Muslims, when I was reading Hayatul Qulub, Hayatul Qulub, my heart was sinking. And I'm like, how could I? So many hadiths, how would I know? And this one I don't agree. And oh my God, how would I know these are true even? Right? Like, come on, Zahra, it's from your Imam. But something I can't explain right now. It was like, so Imam said this, and Prophet Muhammad is just too much for me, too heavy, and it was like, it was making me like shocked and confused. So in a shock, you really can't think straight, right? You can't accept things. You're in a shock. Acceptance comes later. So I felt that my religion was lacking something. Um, Reading Hayatul Qulub, Allama Majlisi, written by Allama Majlisi, the Shia religious scholar of his time. And it, oh God, so this, so uh, these Christians, or must have thought, or someone, I don't know about me, I really can't. I had to go to the depths of, don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what they want. And sorry, I can only believe. I can't even believe in, what shall I believe in inside, right? So, no, I can at least trust myself here that I'm being true to myself. And if I start becoming weak and getting the, whatever, then I'll tell you that, this is my weakness, and don't push it with me here. I might break and become go for maybe even the Mahdi who has appeared, like Abdullah Hashim. Parts of me, if I was that weak, I realized that I would have definitely. But being weak, I'm surprised at myself, needing help, that I didn't reach out to the Ismailis, but I did. I wanted that. Oh, I wanted some prayer. But I don't understand all this. The great Imam, but still not on the no worldly punishment for leave. What shall I show you? Is Islam reformative, inclusive, pluralistic? Whatever I added here. I found through Quran I said some. I'm very scared of these. It's like now it could have become a game also, a winning game. So, how many are the Sanatanis going to take the ex-Muslims, and how many Christians are going to take the ex-Muslims? So the Sanatanis tried also when I was then after Khalid Kamal, I found Haris Sultan, and I was going there, and then the thing against Hindus started so badly when they found out. When I think it was such a coincidence, like right, uh, Haris Sultan, Hindus, he was for Hindus. Haris, Hindus were saying you've changed our Mahabharata book. That religious scripture, the sacred scripture. And then when they found out, oh, something changed in Haris Sultan. And when they found out that I was there, I found his channel and I commented and all this. Very strange. So Sanatan, I saw Sanatanis wanting to convert the ex-Muslims and trying their best, saying that you're not a real ex-Muslim if you don't become a Sanatani. Oh boy, the works were happening. And then now the Christians. No, I think you can bash Prophet Muhammad. Definitely, you can call him out for what he is. This religion is the worst religion ever. Although the Old Testament God also had violence in him, and the massacre, exodus of the idol worshippers and all this, taking the land, the violence in every era. Now you see a Protestant, I think he was um, praising the secular system, and himself a Protestant now, an ex-Muslim Protestant. So then the Christians it started simultaneous or a little later, no, a little later, with the Rob Christian. I found Christian Prince, and then reasoned answer. Oh, David Wood, sorry, David Wood also. Sam Shamon, Adam Seeker. Weakened, but in weakness, if you go for some religion or it still, it's like your weakness. It's not your sincerity. It's like with your heart, soul, and mind, your intellect, and a religion or something right now emotionally could be devoid. I don't have support. Spiritually, and imagine if you are an atheist, now ex-Muslims, you don't have that spiritually, you don't have anything. And in America or somewhere, if you lose a job, But Christians have held on to their religion, even going through a lot of torture. So in that way, you could want to go to Christianity, right? If you keep losing and Muslims keep giving you a hard time, and you keep losing, a Christian reaches out, or even an ex-Christian reaching out to you, never know. But that they were Christians. So finally, so who's this Houston Euler? He must be a. Sorry, I suspect him to be a very clever person. Like एक तरफ से क्रिश्चियंस को बदनाम करना, like he made me really. He wasn't the last straw, but he was one of them. Their behavior is disgusting, like a psycho. Are Shias that clever to do this? Yes, I was saying to Yusuf Zedi that later on I thought that, although I thought our eyes were sharp and all that, but I thought that later on I started to believe in Karachi that the Shias are very intellectually very clever and sharp. And now I didn't see the Shias like the soft corner. Through Imam Hussein will come, then they'll cry and soft heart. But no, intellectually, they're very sharp people, and sometimes they can be hard to, right? Like hit your daughter, like my father said, it's allowed if you don't pray. They can be hard-hearted at times in punishing their children, physically violent, and intellectually also very sharp and clever, and attitude problem, like they don't have that softness in them in at all times, like maintaining humanity and softness and kind heart and warmth. Like we go from the warm to the hot, like Shias can do that. It can happen when going to Imam Ali, when reading the Najul Balagha. Um, and I could see the sharpness in them now and the cleverness. And there's a little bit of coldness in the Protestants. Uh, Catholics, a little warm in the church, like having a Mother Mary statue outside or in the parish, and having that Jesus Christ. But the Protestant church I went to was a Muslim took me in my hostel. He was there in Pakistan, origin Pakistan, and I said, "Please, can we leave? Because it's really feels like a wasn't cold, like weather cold, but like I don't like this. Feels cold here. Ambience. Sorry, yeah." And I missed my warmth, like the Imam Barga and even the Catholic Church. I missed. So I don't know. Something had happened to me. It's just me, my personal thing, experience. So these things aside, personal and all this. So I'm just telling you, like personally, how I felt later on about Shia Islam and Shias. Some Shias being very clever. Then when you read Jiddu Krishnamurti, like I wanted to have this, you see, I wanted to maintain the compassion in me, because I started to think that if we read the Quran and first comes that Allah is compassionate and merciful or gracious, then, you know, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The first thing Allah starts us with the Quran with this ayat. So we should maintain that compassion and maintain the mercy in us. Why isn't it maintained for all at all times? So this was missing in my religion, I felt. And yeah, sometimes like we get angry, but no, remaining in remaining like Buddha. There is someone stones, throwing stones at you. You don't take any actions. I wanted to be like a Buddha, or I wanted to be like the what I heard about. Oh God, don't let me say this. The poor Jains. I don't know what they'll do here on YouTube. What kind of against Jains? Made me, the political, dirty politics. Oh God, don't let me say. But inside, I thought for myself, and then I looked at which, although I never thought of Buddhist being a religion, I guessed that it was a philosophy or something. I didn't know Buddha had gone into meditation and all this. So sorry, I didn't know that much. So with half knowledge or little knowledge about Buddha, I started to think that Buddhism was a philosophy. But no, I was wrong completely about that. And so when I found out about Buddha a little more, read Siddhartha, the book, reading Siddhartha, then I was like, okay, so he comes from the Hindu side and Brahman, and he leaves Brahma or Brahman caste he was from, or Dharma. So then, I wanted a religion that I would be peaceful and equally treat people. And when I am provoked or someone tries to make me angry, or I feel, I, I like reading my Dua Mashlul, I would repeat this like 3, 4, 5 times. Allah calmed the anger of Moses. Allah calmed the anger of Moses. Allah calmed the anger of Moses in London or even at home in Karachi. So that my anger dissolves, goes away. And I maintain that in all conditions, all situations, all the time. When it's provoked, that feeling triggered, I should not get angry when I'm provoked to get angry, even on justice or anything, but to take the best way. And the best way is that we don't get angry, because I felt that anger was I had written a précis for my O levels that not disregarding, not regarding much, disregarding the some circumstances of some mothers, abortion is a negative solution to a problem. For example, single mother, or it's a rape case. I didn't regard. Maybe the mother doesn't want to have a child of a rapist. So, anyways, so like that, saying that no, anger is a negative solution. We may think it's a solution, but maybe a solution at that time can come up, but it's a negative solution to a problem. This there's some Shia, some Jinn, some one I sense. Shia Jinn, Jafar Jinn. Uh, uh-huh. uh, During the Karbala time, I think. Jafar. Was it Jafar? How do you pronounce? Sorry, I just pronounce it like the Jafar. Jafar Jin? She has know about him. He was a believer. Like in Surah Jinn, there are believers. It's Zafar Jin. Zafar Jin. I say J with the J, sorry. Was, as some believe, the head of jinns present in the event of Ashura. Hmm. You see, like this, the Shias do believe in these jinns who are believers, and they're good, they're pure, and I think he also helped Zafar Jinni or Jafar Jinni, yeah. So someone's telling me I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I think I'm pronouncing it right? Jafar, Jafar? Is it Jafar or Jafar? The Jafar maybe Jinni. Oh, maybe I am pronouncing it wrong. Or Zafar Jinni. Okay. Was as some because a Shia told me, I think Sayyid Yusuf Zedi's family, that I'm pronouncing Jafar. I'm mispronouncing it. Anyways, the name was, as some believe, the head of jinns present in the event of Ashura. According to some reports, he offered assistance to Imam al Hussein. Yeah, that's what I was told. But he did not accept. Imam Hussein did not accept the assistance. So the story of Zafar Jinni and his presence in Karbala is among controversial issues, although a Shia told me this, and some Shias do believe. Sorry. But it's amazing that Jibrail also, Jibrail came to Ibrahim. So why didn't Jibrail come here to help the archangel? And because Ibrahim rejected Jibrail's help, so Imam Hassan also would not take Jibrail's help here. Mentioned in any authentic Shia or Islamic history sources. Is the only available report about Imam al Hussein and jinns is al Majlisi's report in Bihar al Anwar, and that's not an authentic Shia or Islamic history source. But this also. Oh, a relation with Ayatollah Burjurdi. Among people, many stories have been spread about the relation between Ayatollah Burjurdi and Zafar Jinni. Especially different stories are mentioned about the death of Zafar, Zafar, and holding funeral procession for him by Shia Marja. This, ah, sorry, it's, this kind of religion, it just makes my heart sink. I really need like true account, and so we have to read the Shia true books, authentic books. Oh, and why would this now? Ayatollah Burjurdi. I don't know. Okay, so I do something simple like what Jiddu Krishnamurti. Thank God, I was very happy then because some of the questions, so many questions I had that my now I could see my religion failing and answering my questions. So some people are trying to get me out of Jiddu Krishnamurti or out of this and out of that in a very clever, scheming way, but they behind the doors and all that. Oh, once, like I was possessed, I felt, and this watching feeling and all this. So, like, they showed me there was this Krishnamurti's book on my bed or on my side table, bedside table. And they were showing me like, I was looking at. They're showing me like as if Krishnamurti is a devil or something. You get it? Oh, you know what they did? I told them something about a Hindu helper in London, and that we had similar this what do you call it? Like I have on my forehead this mole, and it's a skin color. It's not a brown color, and it's protruded, right? So I said that this Hindu and we both had this. I I had it. I don't know what they did to it, but it's gone. But they didn't do it on my phone. I was please कर दो Shia Sayyid Jin please heal. ये remove कर दो ना मेरे forehead पे. They literally like surgical. I didn't have any surgical removing of this and next to my nose, one side, because Mr. So the it's gone in Karachi. They removed it, leveled it down. Distance surgery, very scary though. They can. I'm still under their control. Yeah, I'm looking at the window, and because they tried to show me Mrs. Munira Gulzar from my Karachi house bedroom window at the attic. Sakardia, what they did. Another thing. So um, this. Oh my God, it's really scary, huh? So if they can level down without surgical procedure, oh, this mole protruded next to my nose. Could have done it on my forehead too, this protruded mole, skin color. I was really shocked, excuse me. Just take this. Oh, and now they were hurting my chest, molesting. So, time and again being molested and on the psychic level attacks. Okay, I've spoken about this so that someone might understand, and it helps. Also, self-help on Facebook. So I was able to get up today and make another mug of tea for myself, and it's really, I feel like a sinister kind of. Ooh, it's since I've been also. No, before I've been doing this sinister presence. I can't trust anyone. You don't know what happened to me. Like I wanted to look at my Marja's face in visage, my Marja or some religious, a Shia religious scholar's face. It was happening to me, and I couldn't budge my mind from my principle. If they kept it on something, I couldn't move my mind to something else, an image even. And there's such like this wicked energy could have killed me, sinister, giving the impression something harmful, evil is happening, yeah, or will happen. Yes, right on. Use the right word. Oh, and still there is this sinister feeling and the atmosphere inside, my heart sinking. And it could kill, it poisons. Every morning, get up, or whenever I get up, it's like poison. like, like is poison is coming out of my breath and my mouth, like it's poisonous gas, oxygen. Couldn't breathe properly. Okay, what else? I'm sorry, I'm not prepared, so please bear with me. I'll have to look at the topic again. It's too much dirty politics on YouTube. And what's this on my so now it's on the Christians, and it started a long time ago, but I was taking it. Sometimes I would, try to neutralize myself and say, "You got your anger out here against them. Now go back to Christian Prince and, of course, learn." I learned some things from Christian Prince, a lot maybe, and I learned, but I had to recheck and all this. I can't. Of whatever I learned was true from Christian Prince against my former religion and the style at times also, the good style, the good part of Christian, and the patience and the perseverance, and also sometimes to laugh. So thank you, Christian Prince, for that. Rob Christian also. And, then I'd neutralize and say, take it as a joke. Like, you are an ex-Muslim too. And so it's just, swallow your, like, why get so emotional? Like, why are you getting so emotional even when you are ex-Muslim and he's reading? It was so say, Christian Prince. The things he was saying, like in maybe Christian Prince has been hit very deeply by the Muslims. It's a very, very deep wound he's had. Maybe someone, a Christian, his loved one, once. Maybe he feels a lot for for the Christians. Like Shia would feel for his Shia, Ahmadi would feel, and so from there, it's a very deep wound, it seems, against the Muslims. Christian Prince has, of course, allow him. I was telling him, allow him to do this. When you get angry, how do you even, like, of course, I can't, but at the like, put yourself in his place, right? And see, and then what would you do? So I would, he might not put himself in my shoes, what I've gone through and all this, but I used to tell myself, then go back to Chris. Okay, go back and say thank you. Yes, yeah, you're right. Yeah, very good. Christian Prince is a genius. I've commented there and all this. Give due respect or praise to, someone where he's earned it, right? And then say that you're wrong in this, and it's not right, Christian Prince. So, this way, I would go back to Christian Prince, but I don't think they wanted me there. And I'm different, perhaps, from these Christians also. And I want to know who Houston Euler is. If I can, I'm asking, but I don't think I can trust anyone to tell me what's behind Houston Euler. Why was he so much after me? Anyone with integrity, honesty, hmm, who can find out, anyone who is able to find out who is this Houston Euler? What is his background and who were his parents? Who are his parents? No? See, I've sent I haven't, I don't tell anyone when I'm coming, but hope someone gets it. What's the purpose of all this? Christians becoming so terribly verbally, it's like violent, and even apostate Aladdin has said against David Wood, even that they convinced me, they showed me the clips and convinced me that David Wood was making fun of apostate. So this is a manipulative or a maneuvering tactic. He wants David Wood once, and they for some time. I mean, I remained convinced because you see, they know the tactics and they know the uh, rhetorics and they know the language, and when it's a harmless joke and when it's played to be this way, they're very clever, these youngsters now, and maybe before also, very sharp, secular, um, apostate Aladdin's friend, ex-Muslim, spiritual, secular spirituality. What's his channel name? He convinced me at that time. Then I was like, no, no, no. Then I listened to Abdullah Samir. No, no. Oh, Abdullah Samir's reason. And this time when I listened to Abdullah Samir's reason, like, so I don't want to I shouldn't be getting myself. But, as a member and caring for Abdullah Samir, I'm kind of concerned for Abdullah Samir. Okay, we disagree, but on this, like Christians don't. I've had a different experience with these Christians on YouTube than Abdullah Samir. So can Abdullah Samir say that? Yeah, he can say that with Christian Prince Abdullah Samir was they got along, and Abdullah Samir's way, like he managed to not somehow managed to make Christian Prince not convert him to Christianity, and he listened to Christian Prince, and his way is different, different, very mild. Sometimes even Christian Prince is good with the Muslims, and he doesn't argue, doesn't insult or anything, then put them down or make such, you know. So thanks to now all these Pradeep Mukherjee got me out of Hinduism. He's getting the Hindus out of Hinduism, but he's got his own story, message of God. And I can't trust anyone. No one. And so the thing would be not to trust me, and then we shouldn't make any judgments personal unless someone is so be wise, sensible. But right now I can't. So if you are capable, if you have like if see I'm like I let's say for example I don't have a leg, one leg, right? But you can walk, and I used to have two legs, but now I don't have that leg. So I'll tell you from my experience when I had two legs, what I should, what I did. And now that I don't have two legs, but you have two legs, thank God, right? So from my experience when I had two legs, what I would do, now that I don't have two legs, I can't do it. So you can't tell me that I'm preaching you or I'm advising you, but I don't listen to my own advice. See, now I cannot tell myself to walk on two legs. But you can walk on two legs and you can run better. I can't run with one leg only, right? Like that. But I wish you, like, I would give you the best advice. When I was a runner, I was a very fast runner. If you ask me, I'll tell you, don't go for your hat, right? That falls off your, you know, head, flies off your head when you're running, when you're racing. That's how I lost the race during my field day in Karachi. I could have come first. So, like that, so don't go for your head. And the wisdom I've learned that I tried to apply, failed. Maybe you won't fail because I've seen many people passing in spirituality, many people being enlightened, awakened, and I'm what is lacking in me? But I can't say that spirituality is false. Maybe it takes time. Would I? So if I'm in spirituality, I would say, yeah, I choose spirituality even though I'm not enlightened and awakened. And let's do Muji Baba, or let's go for this pure awareness that I found myself. But Muji Baba has put more stress on it, importance on this. This is the most important thing, which I found, but I didn't think it was. I was like, okay, this is the pure awareness. I didn't think it was that important. And if you remain in this pure awareness, then and constantly, that means you're awakened. Uh, Muji Baba won't call it awakening, but something like, you are the, whatever, realized your awareness. Uh, oof, uh, I, so if my weakness brings me, or really this prophet, terrible, terrible. What was I saying? Abdullah Samir? The reasons he's used. Oh, yeah. So on the experience with the Christians, that they would never, he had a good experience, like they would never insult you, or at least won't, no, no, see, Christians won't KILLU, but they would, what do you call it? It's not that they're going to, like, accept you, right? That you can criticize them and their religion as an ex-Muslim. I've had bad experiences. They've called me a liar and all this. Houston Euler, reasoned answers. So I realized, no, no, Christians are here on YouTube. So even Abdullah Hashim started to say that, the Abdullah Hashim was saying, oh, the Mahdi has appeared on Christians. Christians, I don't know if he's being, Christians are dangerous also. And they're dangerous in a way that they used to come in a very loving way, uh, but they think that their religion dangerous. Christians are dangerous. In what way? Um, Imam Mahdi has appeared. Christians are the most dangerous cult. 9 days ago, so I've listened to. This is shorts. Okay, the American Christian cult. Oh, oh, now the Pope is even American. Please don't scare me. I don't know why I should be scared. The world's most. Oh, so he's going to like someone. Even the Christians are saying this against the Pope, the new Pope, Leo the what? Oh, so the missionary work. Ooh. And they can what they can do. They can do it in a very nice manner. I don't know why they don't. They're rude and all this attitude problem. No attitude. Oh, he describes it. What's this? He's very eloquent, secular, and apostate Aladdin. Secular, spiritual, secular. What's his name? His channel. I don't know what. Secular spirit. Ex-Muslim Christian disappointment, secular spirit. On apostate prophet. What's happened? From one cult to another. What's happened? I mean to say that. Oh, from Islam to Christianity. Mhm. Has apostate married a Christian? Boy. No, apostate hasn't recently. He's been married to a Christian, right? Like for some time, I wasn't following apostate prophet. I don't know. Please watch out. If any, please be careful. Yeah, if a Christian or wants to marry an ex-Muslim, please be careful. Try not to do it. I know it's very tempting. Christians are very cool, but they have a mission. So please keep your eyes. That's why truth seeker. Please keep your eyes on the truth. Read their scripture before going to them as ex-Muslims, even to learn from them. Read, know their scripture. And this little help I can give you. Oh, now, take a shortcut. Please see. They would tell you that I haven't read it in context. You haven't read it in context. Please, what? Are you after the truth or not? Did you leave your religion because it is not the truth? Or did you leave it to be bullied? Or like, once someone tells you, someone tells you that, it's telling you these Muslims are like this and that. If I keep saying, the Arabs are jahil, maybe one Arab might not want to come and KILL me. Maybe in that insecurity, yeah, okay, or feeling sorry or feeling bad. Feeling bad what the Muslims have done to the Christians, the Jews, and all this. You go towards them. And I wouldn't be surprised because I felt, like when you give in to them, the insecure, the yes, truly the Muslims have done this. So to the Jews, but the Jews will not convert you. Christians will. So are you feeling bad? What guilty, also making you feel guilty. And truly, the fact is that the Muslims have done a lot of bad to the Jews and the Christians and the disbelievers. But that guilt feeling then brings the insecurity in. uh, my Muslims have done this, so that's why I left Islam. Study Quran, the Holy Quran, properly, if against Muslims, and Shia Islam, right? And also Sunni Islam. Study their books, go through them. Main book is Holy Quran. Also, keep in mind that the Shias now, I realize some of them are hiding it from us, that the true Quran is with Imam Mahdi. Keep that into consideration when you want to help the Shias through the Quran ayats. See the truth against their religion, and don't go for I feel so ashamed. I hate the Jews, and Muhammad made us do this, and but then there's certain questions but it's a very easy bait then for the Christians to make you believe us. And like secular spirit has said about, going back to peculiar spirit, about apostate prophet, from one cult to another. The ex-Muslim Christian disappointment 1 month ago. Finally, he was going to be a Christian. Okay, back to Abdullah Samir's reasoning. Christians will not KIL us, and also they will not object. And why should I talk about Christianity? And why not? No, I have enough on my plate. But if someone, let's say, you're saying so much against Islam and you're rightfully so. But sometimes someone's don't get so carried away. There's a lot, and Islam is in detail. Christianity is not so much in detail, not so much in detail about Jesus Christ. 30 years were missing, my principal said. 30 years of Jesus Christ are missing. And there's a lot of detail about Prophet Muhammad, so they play on that. Christians, oh, they've got this thing and they can. So, and the Islam is very detailed. Christianity is not. Although, yeah, the history part, they're not true, and from the Torah or from the Talmud, but it's more in detail about Prophet Muhammad's life. He was a not only was he a prophet, but he was a grandfather. How he was as a grandfather, and Rob Christian will bring out from the other sources what he did to his, and I also did what he did. What did he do to his Imam Hassan, his grandson? So there's a lot of details about Prophet Muhammad, and from the enemy side also, his enemies, Muslim hypocrites, right? Hypocrites who were enemies, and they were forced to come into Islam. Now we know that by that verse, Surah 4, ayat 47, before we obliterate faces. I hope it's true. Just let me see if I'm wrong or right. They won't kill us, but they'll try to bring us in this religion. So keep your eyes on the truth. What is the truth? Truth seekers. And I think we should have had a strong ex Muslim community. And I also feel that we should have a strong banking donations first so that we could help someone in Christians have established themselves. Now, if you see Christians help Lubna, I hope they do, but she could go into Christianity. This is what I used to pray to Allah for the sake, yeah, Imam Hussein also, like for this, that you be my Zamin on right, because if emotionally Christians are helping me, Christians are emotionally supporting me, I get a lot of support from the Christians. Oh, I could become a Christian, right? And they do that. Christians are very charitable, generous, helpful. So emotionally, from one lie to another lie. Oh God. So this. Be careful. What was I saying? Before before we obliterate faces. Oh, you have been granted the book. Therefore, ayat 47. Of course, we can't blame them for becoming hypocrites, Muslim hypocrites, because their heart was not in this. And if you force someone, then when their heart isn't in this, when they haven't, but it says that, you see what it says, granted the book, okay, still like, forcing someone, if and it confirms what is in your previous books. But this was a very clever law or person to say that it confirms the revelation which you already possess, and yet they change it with their then Christians who have said no, it's not like that. David Wood has explained, or with their hands they've changed it. God knows. So it's very even this is very, this religion is terrible, disgusting. So hypocrisy, on hypocrisy, hypocrite Muslims. Of course, they're going to be hypocrite Muslims, right? Okay. Can I say this properly and succinctly? Let's see. Abdullah Samir, I should have made notes, but I can't. Reasons. And just be careful. You see, I appreciate Imam Mehdi appearance. Imam Mehdi has appeared very much. But what do I do? When he says, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, all. And then he said, the house of Abu Sufyan, tyrant. I just fast try to, I have to listen to it, and it's very, very bitter because that's not the truth. But see, I listen to him. He says peace, LGBT, all this, no punishment, freedom, right? Or I haven't looked at, I haven't watched the whole video, but there's a video on LGBT. I'm sure he means Abdullah Hashim means all freedom. Freedom for Christians, also absolute freedom. And he's forbidden jihad even now, which was allowed in the Quran by Allah. So he's forbidden jihad and many good things. So that's really great. And, in weakness, like, yeah, uh, you know, Abdullah Hashim, ya Abba al Sadiq. And then I'm like, after some time, I'm like, what's happened to you? No, I'm sorry. Um, so he said humanity first, but I'm like, wait, no, Zahra, humanity first, but you can't take help from someone who doesn't know the truth about Prophet Muhammad and his family, right? How can he be true? So keep your eyes on the truth always. And so now I'm not telling you, but I just hope I can make it. Like if I'm dying and there's no one to help me and there are people harassing me, I will throw tantrums and all this. Sometimes I cannot act responsibly and respond responsibly. This is my weakness. But I hope that I'm with the truth. And I believe that Abu Sufyan, I don't believe it, sorry. Again, I used the wrong word. My own research shows, and I try to show you here, not convincing you, showing you that Abu Sufyan was better than Prophet Muhammad. Okay? And Rob Christian tried to show me the side where Abu Sufyan, his cousin, has sodomized Prophet Muhammad, but I left that. I just put it aside. Right? So, and because, then he also said on Abu Talib that naked they slept, they were sleeping. Why? The Abu Talib, his uncle, and Prophet Muhammad, right? So this coming from, I don't know if I can, but through the scripture, at least I try keep it simple. Like when the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, how it was broken, and Abu Sufyan went to Prophet Muhammad, and then bringing the Quran ayats in, like not go too far, like Abu Sufyan sodomized Prophet Muhammad. I mean, if that is the case, um, and this politics, then I gave myself a reason actually, another reason other than uh, like first you see here like how Prophet Muhammad the Quran ayat they make it easy rather than go into a further controversial issue, right? So and Abu Bakr fighting the wars more and all this and through the Arabian Peninsula and beyond trying to take. Uh, and I think Prophet, so as I was, oh yeah, the Prophet Muhammad made them so that from Rob Christian, if I'd learned, as I learned from their sources, that Abu Sufyan, one of the cousin of Prophet Muhammad, that would be this Abu Sufyan, Muawiyah's father, right? So he sodomized Prophet Muhammad in his childhood and maybe teenage years or what. It's in the sources. Shias would not take Islamic sources. So did they make him? Okay, so then I come to the Shia side, right? And Shias would not do this. That he was sodomized, he was protected. In this case, his honor, he was protected. Shias don't even believe some of them that, although Allama Majlisi has written that the Jew could do. I mean, Jew, anyone who does black magic on Prophet Muhammad is light of Allah, and it can't even affect his flesh like Jesus Christ's flesh. No black magic can affect, or a possession take place, or a jinn having anything harming him in this way, or having blood, Satan in his blood, nothing, right? So the Shias would not believe this, anyways, right? So, oh yeah, so this other point, like taking it, then I have to have, so the Shias would reject this. Abu Sufyan, no one can sodomize or do black magic. And people can do black magic on him, but it would not affect Prophet Muhammad. And God protected Prophet Muhammad in such a way that no one could, at that time in his childhood, sodomize him or anything of the sort. Shias will reject it for some reason or the other that I can't explain right now. You see, Shias were like, Bibi Zainab. No, no. Like one Muslim ex-friend asked me, why wasn't Bibi Zainab raped and just her chadar? So we can't even, no, no, these were, they were like, they had the Holy Spirit with them or something. Like they were uh, the women of Prophet Muhammad, the granddaughter of Prophet Muhammad, and the women, they had this, from his daughter Fatima, they had this kind of, or what do you say, like Holy Spirit on them, protection. So they couldn't rape them. We couldn't even think of that. Why? Because we think they had this kind of protection from the Holy Spirit. But no. So my father's like, no, no way, because they were. But then when you look at like what's in Islam, that you can take sex slaves and you can have sex with them, right? And you see in the Shia Islam too, right? That you can have sex with these sex slaves. There are fatayatakum, there are these non-Muslims that you can have sex muta with, and then you these of your right hands possess, and also sex slaves are there, right? So I looked at the Shia side, and then I was like, so when Yazid won the war, physically, yani materialist, he didn't make them sex slaves. And then one had asked in our majlis, it is recited, I don't know, at in Yazid's darbar when they reached Damascus, Syria. They went to Yazid's darbar, and one of the soldiers or what from the Yazid side asked for uh, Bibi Sakina, the 3.5-year-old daughter of Imam Hussein, take her as a slave. They don't say sex slave. And we are crying, like, the Safar, the Arba'in of Imam Hussein. This is mentioned at times in the Masayib of the Majlis, and the sad part of tragedy and the aftermath. Then I was like, um, and they could take children as sex slaves, little girls, to try to show the Shias. They should have. Abu Sufyan should have killed Prophet Muhammad, right, in the Battle of Uhud when the Muslims lost. And this we all know, believe, Shias and Sunnis, that they lost the Battle of Uhud. And they could have killed Prophet Muhammad. Oh, but the Shia say, God was protecting him like God protects Musa. But then what was he doing when you tell the Sunnis, look at this pen and paper or the calamity of Thursday, as it's called both ways, the hadith, right? The calamity of Thursday. Ibn Abbas cried. But he was, Prophet Muhammad was on his deathbed and he was in pain. He had fever and all this. So when the Shias would want to tell the Sunnis that hasn't Umar, what has Umar done here? The Shia interpretation is that Umar was absolutely wrong. He, he must come under blasphemy law. So Prophet Muhammad was sick now, and the pen and paper was not given to him. No Shia has told me until Abdullah Hashim has come and said that they have the will of Prophet Muhammad written. The will was not written, right? According to Shia also, the calamity of Thursday. Oh, Hadith, this Shia encyclopedia. See what the Sunnis make out of this, how they interpret. Who was the person that called the Prophet delirious? Ibn Taymiyyah confirms it was Umar who accusing Rasulullah of being delirious. So see, Shias, your Rasulullah was severity of his illness. Let's see if the Shias, how severe was Taymiyyah? Ibn Taymiyyah is the Sunni. Okay. Now we go to, where's it in this one? We go to the Shia. Oops, I'm going back. Where's that? Oh, yes, here it is. So Allah's Messenger asked for pen and paper. Ibn Abbas said Thursday, and how tragic that Thursday was. Then Ibn Abbas cried severely, so that tears flowed to his cheeks. Now, severely. And then he added, Prophet said, bring me a flat, this. So was, Shias, I think you do believe that Prophet Muhammad was not well, right? So he's telling the people, see, seems like he's unable or he's on his deathbed and he's not able to get up to even get for himself pen and paper. So how incapacitated is Prophet Muhammad? And Allah has not passed, like Allah has failed him. And he should have written this will long time ago, before his going on his deathbed. He should have known her. But he's sick. So how come he gets sick? Your Prophet Muhammad, no sickness should touch him. He's Noor, Noor Ilahi. I wonder if the Ismailis, at least they believe in this. This is really okay. Shia's you my head. I don't think the intellect. Now, but why does this head feel kind of sick? My head will spin on this. Really, conclusion. Your prophet should not be sick, Shias. So when you explain this to you're trying to say that, or you just write about this calamity and say that what the Sunnis say, that Umar was Umar. The way the Sunnis defend Umar here, it's really like you say, how right? And the way you interpret this, but he's sick. The point is, Prophet Muhammad is sick. He can't even get up. Okay. So so you take this to be true, right? that Prophet Muhammad was sick, and that he said, "Give me pen and paper," right? Oh God, I think in a way, um, I'm getting. I will never come in this religion. Okay, save me. Now there's Abdullah Hashim coming. Okay, I have to save myself, right? So time and again, in my weakness, insecurity, I have to stop myself. Oh my God, what they've done is, uh, okay, so it's come, what about religion? People, are they ever going to leave us alone to do our own truth searching? Why should I not leave this religion? Leave me alone, Shias. Also, you. I'm not going to go into hell. Saklan Haider will go into hell. I'm not going into hell. I don't believe that my God would ever send me to hell. I don't believe it. My Creator will never send me to hell because I, if I've done any sin that I've done against myself, God might forgive me, right? And against anyone, but how serious was that sin? I have gone and asked for forgiveness from them, my siblings, all this. Please. And in the madness, then again and again, I go to my principal's page and say, I'm sorry. And then again, it comes up or something. We're not allowed to bring out what you see, these, the uncles who did this, but they have gone on never loving us, never can we call them uncles because they never acted like uncles to us. I still have a case that I have to announce too late. Yes. Or even if it's like, how can I trust these uncles? So, some like in this madness, weakness, sometimes it comes up again. Oh, they separated. Who separated me from my teacher? I still have. I've been in this mystery round and round. Oh, this sign here. Why didn't? Oh, this putting her. This how Miss Disa put her. Wow, amazing! What coincidence. I took when my youngest aunt, my mother's, oh sorry, my mother's youngest sister, yeah, my youngest aunt. I took her to Miss Desa's place. We went together. Bakri ka लाई तुम. So in this, they've kept me. No one. So of course, time and again, it's going to come. Gulf Fair 1983 crash. Who did it? Because it has a connection, I feel. So I suspect this and I all this. Oof, the people. Is there anyone? I don't know. Maybe they are right. They've been very successful in life, and I'm taking the money from successful people, and of course, they are leaders and rulers. But please, about my life, right now. But the ones here, even the Christians, very successful, atheists, successful, even on YouTube, very successful. Oh, this guy again. Ishtiaq, what are you interested in? Haven't you done enough of raping? Little raping me? Christians, very successful. How can he come here? Haven't I banned this person? And am I waiting for him to do it again? Or should I immediately? Am I waiting to expose him so that the police can come and take him? But which police? I have to fight my own. So where was I now? Ishtiaq, you are the one who said about the against my president, against me, Thailand ka or ye wo. Isn't it you? Ishtiaq, you come with different. Just want to make sure. No. Oh, sorry. I apologize. Um, aren't you the one with the Ibrahim Loeb sometimes coming with different, or someone has taken your ID? I'm sorry. Uh, and come and said things like vulgar, little rape, teasing, Eve teasing. Oh, you're the one who left Shia Islam and told me a little bit about your story here. Oh, I'm sorry if you're not that. Someone's been using your ID. Were you a Shia? What did I do? Can you not, where have you been for so long? What did you do? Are you, sorry, I can't trust anyone here. Are you Pakistani? Can you answer me? Or, oh no, now I'm going to take my sweet time and check the channel, go to the channel. You are the one who left. You are the decent one or the indecent Ishtiyaq? If you haven't done it, that means that someone has taken your name and come here. Very indecent little rapist. Thank you for the thumbs up. So tell me, were you a Shia? Have you left Islam? Seems like it. Oh. Thank you for the thumbs up, and okay. Uh, so what do you think about Christians? Do you think we should collaborate with them? Like no, apostate Aladdin has taken a poll voting. What shall we do? Where's apostate Aladdin's poll? In a poll, and should we collaborate? Do we have a choice? Would would the Christians leave us without converting or trying to convert us, manipulate, maneuver? Uh, and how supportive have the Christians been for the ex-Muslims, like who haven't converted to Christianity. The groups are mostly so, helping their own Christians that you feel kind of out of it. You don't, you feel a little, okay, you can be there as an atheist, of course, they would say, but, they're more, they're grouped. And, as those ex-Muslims, we are for humanity, whether you're Jewish, even if you're not an atheist. I mean, even if you're an atheist, you're not just a truth seeker. We should all, for first and foremost, comes, there shouldn't be any grouping, like so biased bigotry. Humanity, equality for all, freedom for all. So I opposed it. 56%. Come on, uh, how do you feel about some ex-Muslim YouTubers? Ex-Muslim YouTubers' collaborations with Christian apologists. Feel free to elaborate in the comments. Opposed. Supportive? No way. Indifferent? Yeah, good to be. YouTube Christians haven't given us a choice. But I'm opposed to it because the Christians are bullies and devils of another kind. And they are also bigots and biased. So on this, Abdullah Sami recently made a video for members only against this. Brother, are you the one who left Shiasan? Will I have a sister here? So Abdullah Samir here. Wait a minute, just let me check. I'll go to Abdullah Samir's. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. He's given us a choice. I'm really worried about Abdullah Samir. Some people are uncomfortable. I'm definitely the one opposed. With ex-Muslims collaborating with Christians, we get it. But here's why we're proud to work with them. And why it helps more people walk away from Islam than most realize. Yes, it must walk away from Islam, but then from the frying pan into, or from the fire into the frying pan. Ex-Muslims selling out to Christians. You see the proof? And here, Abdullah Samir, are you okay? I'm worried for you. I oppose and am dead against collaborating with any Christian apologist as an ex-Muslim. I'm really concerned about Abdullah Samir. Reasoned answers. I'm afraid. So this has come up because there was a poll taken by apostate Aladdin. He did not say that oppose, do not collaborate ex-Muslim. He's just taken a poll. And Abdullah Samir has become so concerned about that poll of Aladdin, apostate Aladdin, that he had to make a whole video and explain and explain and explain himself. Abdullah Samir, brother, what has happened to you? Haven't you seen? Am I cancelled by you? Haven't you seen how they have mistreated me on these Christian CP and recently, and how they've. Okay, if you don't see me here, you don't get me. How the Christians have gotten me, Abdullah Samir. I don't think he even would be here. He's busy. Live stream has ended. Oh my God. So toying with lives. They won't mind until they've got you. How? Yes, either you use force or you use maneuvering and bullying a lot. And opportunists, you're like grabbing that. You've kept the Sunni hadiths ridiculous in the way you misused it, the way you used it, flaunted it against the Muslims to break them completely. And you see, yes, we don't use that bullying tactic. We don't use that maneuvering tactics that you have used and the cunning scheming tactics that you have used, the insults, the things, the ways, mostly a lot of that heavily. And now, Abdullah Samir, if I'm not, you don't get me. My experience with these Christians on YouTube, at least see what happened to Lubna and what. No, but he won't even be listening to me about Lubna. What they said on Lubna, just because I said Lubna, you're right. Just take Christian Prince as a joker, now. And what I meant was take him lightly, like a. Oh, I said he's a joker. What I meant to say, sometimes I don't use the proper words politically, or what do you call it? Politically correct. So, Villa Samir, what happened to you? Haven't you heard what CP said against Lubna? The one who is not even an ex Muslim. Hypocrite, coward. And see, most of her comments, see, most of the comments under a video on that, the response to Christian Prince, most of them are Christians, like, saying CP is a legend. Lubna, you're great, but, 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 in a way, or you're a great person, and they haven't said anything that you're right. CP should not have said this about you. You're a great person. None of the comments said You're right. CP should not have said this about you. I'm the only one. And when I put that comment, I got two replies there. One saying I'm on taqiyya, the other saying, but not. Oh, my friend, the truth is, the truth hurts. The other thing. Maneuvering, scheming. What are the maneuvering games? The action of moving, or okay, you know, there's this violent way, and there was a time I was sick and tired of these hypocrites. The not the Muslims, but those other hypocrites. Seem good, right? The Christians seem good, right? So the action of moving, or of moving something with skill and care, with some careful maneuvering. Oh, very good. Dictionary Cambridge. And then, or why have Christians, when they either, I don't know now, whether there was a Christian Indian coming here saying, we've helped you without us, look, being your friend, where would you be as an ex-Muslim? The Muslims would, and I even start to, how can you be so ungrateful, feel guilty? Maybe in the UAE, like the Republic TV. But he didn't come to tell me this. I don't know who. Like they were, the Hindus were telling me not to show my face, and not to give my true name, real name here, or any piece of personal information. Be safe and protected. Yes, they helped me that much, but it doesn't mean that we become or and that you can flaunt anything, make fun of Islam here. There's a way and there's a limit, even against this tyrant and rapist, I call him Prophet Muhammad, false prophet and terrible. So this, hmm, carefully. So, the careful way also. And another way is bullying way, bullying. What is the right word? Maybe Secular Spirit would have the right word, but I left him. I unsubscribed him. Oh, haven't you? Weren't you the one who said things against, like, you want me to, you want to take me to Thailand and all this? Ishtiaq, brother, or someone? Okay, and so so please, how many of you are here? Okay, I can understand. You see yourself today. Did you leave Islam? Please tell me, through Christian Prince, if you can. Or if you can't, then those who will watch my video later, I'm not that famous or anything. I just have, so I'm a small channel, very, very small. But did you, I wonder if any, do you think that you have left Islam because emotionally you were uh, feeling guilty, or you were, what's the right word to use? So I'll try to not use a word, but very simply put in a phrase, sentence. Um, did you leave Islam for the truth? Yeah. So if you left Islam for the truth because it was not the truth, then come here. I can help you on this. And converted to Christianity, because Luke, from Luke 19, verse 27, whoever this king is, he's a good king. And I proved it that he's like, his way is like the sovereign God, the avenger. Proof from the Gospels. He's not a wicked king for saying, but those enemies of mine who did not want me to be king over them, bring them here and kill them in front of me. Ex-Muslims, whether bullied or you feel, okay, the Quran ayahs, we saw it, Christian Prince showed us, and Rob Christian showed us, I mean, whether bullied or not, or a little bit, like, but even in that bullying, you dropped your ego and you went for the truth. You looked at what Christian Prince was telling you, not how he was telling you, not where he was perhaps a little carried away, or another Christian. But did you leave Islam because it was a false religion, or because then you were bullied by the Christians? Because if you come and convert to Christianity and they tell you, have you now converted to Christianity? Only recently one person was saying, okay, I'll become a Christian. He said, no. Christian Prince said, no, but Rob Christian and Christian Prince have been doing this for a long time. So then they ask you, right, only recently, Christian Prince on this, huh? Then they tell you, now, would you now accept Christianity? You don't have to go to church or anything, just accept it here. They are evangelists, or don't, I mean, they don't believe in going to church and going to, in front of the priest, or that kind of a method that the Catholics and other Christians use. You just have to tell yourself you are a Christian and say, here, accept this Christianity. So how many of you are strong enough? I know in your weakness, but take your time. I've also broken. I've also want someone rich enough to help me, strong enough, authoritative enough. We ex-Muslims didn't make that a group, at least for our protection, not to, get people to change their religion and bully them in such a way and show them that we're a strong group, and to make the others feel outsiders and insecure. So if you're a Christian now, and if you can feel very secure with Abdullah Samir on their Mr. and Mrs. Ex-Muslim channel. There's Houston Euler there. And mostly now he gets the Muslims, ex-Muslims, who have converted to Christianity. Will be getting that, and he will be getting lots of Christians there. So, have you ever felt like an outsider and insecure and left out alone when you have left Islam and your Now what shall we do? Now what next? Or, like that. Then the Christians get you. It's a very strong group. It's a very careful maneuver, careful care. And when you're insecure, I can understand that, but think about it. Think about it, please. We ex-Muslims, we didn't help each other. I have no ex-Muslim really helping me, encouraging me to come up on the screen, join them. Seeing my condition and saying, no, no, it's okay. See, I go to the Hindu live stream, they tell me, come up, Zahra. Although this time he told me a lot of comments of Zahra. So that way I would be like, I would go away, discouraged, right? Are you there for the truth then? They succeeded in helping you leave Islam. Okay? Are you there? Are you now a Christian for the truth? So I think secular spirit is right on apostate prophet. I wonder sometimes apostate prophet says these Muslims think I've become a Christian just because I've gone to the church or something. But wasn't he saying that he's become Christian since he's become humble with Hatun Taj? I don't know what or he's just he was joking or something. Oh, I don't know, apostate prophet really. I don't know this American style, or maybe his style is even art. I may say it, but I don't know when. I can make out when I'm joking and very seriously. Yeah? But the other person, I don't know if that was a joke by these kind of things. This was a month ago, so secular spirit, right? Yeah, it's secular spirit. Apostate prophet even made me believe interview on Hatun's channel GCC Ministries that he's become a Christian. But then he's thinking of becoming, because I was a little late there on the live stream a month ago or so. So if apostate prophet has become a Christian, then secular spirit like ex-Muslims, we're losing ex-Muslims to Christianity from one cult to another. And please see, Abdullah Hashim found, see what he says, that the Christians, they stole without the Jews' permission their books and stuck it with their gospels, stuck it, and made one book, Bible, Old Testament and the New Testament. They stole. Jews didn't at all like what, but they, tol- tolerated it, patient. It's not like the Jews said, yes, yes, take our books and stick it with your false messiahs, gospel and all this, and make it like one into one God. Yahweh then becomes has a son, right? Oh my God. So yes, I read this in context. Recently, I was saying on Abdullah Samir's Mr. and Mrs. Ex-Muslim channel. But is his wife an ex-Muslim or was she an ex-Christian? Oh, oh my God. This video, Mr. and Mrs. Friendly. Oh, she's going by her husband's name. Friendly ex-Muslim. So her husband has been an ex-Muslim, not his wife. Hmm. Oh, okay. Let me see. Mr. and Mrs. Friendly ex-Muslim, but his wife is an ex-Christian. Hopefully, hopefully. Oh, ex-Muslim book. All recommended reading for me. Thank you, Apostate Layla. Layla is me, Layla. I love that name. I love it. New video 3 hours ago. Ex-Muslim book. Oh, recommended reading for me. So please, ex-Muslims. Okay, in between. Yeah, again, we're not organized. Uh, we can't help each other financially. We can't reach out. And Christians are ready. धोखा 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 कैसे कैसे धोखे हैं दुनिया में betraying people, lying to them, and to what extent can these Christians go? They say the Muslims can lie, the Sunni Muslims. To what extent? But now they can lie to what extent? To convert an ex Muslim into a Christian. You won't believe the tactics used by these Christians. It wrenches my heart. In one day, so many shocks. So there goes my evening too. I can't get up. In one day, so many shocks. But before I say anything more, thank you so much. May God save you from the Christian lies and betrayal tactics.